Yeah, hello again. Yeah. Um, Initially, I'll say tomorrow, most probably, a mark will be released, but that will be an untimed one, just like an assignment. You have seen that before, right? The same. And you will be provided with like a cheat sheet kind of code in a mark as well as in the programming exam. Okay. Any doubt regarding mark and OPP? Uh, Many of you asked a number of questions there, but yeah, I'm not saying how many questions will be there or not. You can get an idea from mark, but don't believe on a number of questions. The difficulty level, it will be like widespread between easy, medium, and hard, based on based on the whatever the time which is given to you. So if you gone through all the content and if you practiced everything, you'll be able to attend all the questions within the given time. Okay. Anything else regarding mark and OPP?
So we can use the cheat sheet to practice for the exam, right?
Yes. I
Same
mean, it
sheet.
will be embedded within the portal itself. So you don't need to go outside else.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Uh, no doubt in this kind, in information, in operational issues, right? Okay. Today, what we are going to see is actually it's more like today is supposed to be an open session. But today I'm going to demonstrate one thing and ask you to do here. We are demonstrating the secure shell here. So what I will be doing is I'll demonstrate how to get into a system which is located somewhere. I have a system located in somewhere in a virtual server. I will give you the IP address. You can log in into the system with your username and password. Okay. The username is your roll number exactly, and your password is your date of birth, dd hyphen hyphen yyyy in that format. First of all, I'll explain what is a secure shell means. Already Sir explained it. In short, secure shell will give access you to use a machine from somewhere else. So all you need is you should be a user of that machine. At least it means you have a username and you have valid credential to log in into that system. Okay, demonstrate it. Can everyone see the timer now?
Yes, sir. But your voice is low.
Is it fine now?
Yes, sir. Very better.
Okay. The system we are going to log in is having the IP. This one. Just note it down. Also, I'll paste it on the chat as well. Also, one more thing. It will be available only for some time after this registration. After that, I will shut down the system. So, how you have to do is SSH, and here you have to type your roll number at that IP. So,
that is through terminal, no?
yes, yes. I have account named admin, so I'll be logging in there. Okay. Here I haven't entered any password, but I'll show you later. But that's how. But for you, it will ask for the password. Your password will be like TD in this format. If anyone has logged into the system, just let me know.
I logged in.
Logged in, sir.
So what's the password? It's giving me
Password,
permission.
yeah, is date of birth in the format dd-mm-yyyy. Okay, I see a couple of students have been logged in.
Yes, I logged in.
Okay, you can try that. I didn't give you like a pseudo. I haven't added you into the pseudo group, so I think the only visible part for you is your home folder. Make sure you can type your pwd command, and you can it will be in your home folder /home/your room.
Yes, sir.
So it is one way that you can log in into any shell. I mean, it's a very important thing you have to know after completing this course. It's like a very foundation level. But whenever anyone say you have to log in into a shell, obviously you know the IP, they'll give you some address and you are using. Okay, just I'll give some more time. You can roam around and do something. Don't share any sensitive details there. Yeah, anyway, others can look into a folder. Anyway, it's not a better practice. Just roam around and you can see what other stuff you can do there. After some time, I will restrict the access for, I mean, no one can able to log into this machine using your password. I will show you how to, there is an alternate way which is more secure than using the password. I'll demonstrate that after. You can see who are all logged in using the command who. You can try that. You can know, you also know who else are currently on the system.
So within the bracket, the IP address of that particular person is there.
Yeah, you can see where they are getting logged in. Those details also be there. Also, you can, if you use the who is command to look up this IP, it will show Google server because this machine is running on the Google Cloud platform. That's why it will show you the Google's that address. Here you can see it. The nickname is Google, all those things. That is because I hosted it is available on the Google Cloud platform.
So what type of system you are using, like to host the accounts?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. From this screen, you can see get some data. Actually, it's a six. You are asking about the host system, right? Which you have logged into.
Yes, sir.
Actually, it's a one type of Google's given on machine. It has a 16 cores. You can see. Actually, the interface I am using is a updated version of top named as HTOP. You have to install it. You know, there is the 16 processor here. So the system configuration it have the memory of 16 GB. Memory in the sense RAM.
And sir, what is this application you are using to do all these?
HTOP. HTOP. I mean, it's a exact similar version of top, but you have some color coding and some extra stuff. It's
Okay.
just like a task manager, which is in Windows.
It allows to share your machine with others.
No. Hashtag is just only for like a no. What is the hardware? Let's say from here onwards, if someone is using more CPU or memory, all the processor, what process is? I mean, is any process taking more memory, CPU, all this? All those things I can take care of. I can monitor from here, and I can take care of.
Like, sir, I want to ask how you are sharing your machine with us.
Okay. Okay. First of all, let's say I'm in my house. Okay. So I am still in my house. The machine was located in somewhere in US. Okay. So you are given access to that machine through a secure cell. I mean, it's like an encrypted way between your machine and that machine which is located in the host machine in US. Okay. So there is an address which you can that is called external IP. What you can see within your is not an external IP, it's a local IP. With the external IP, you can connect into that system. Also, I prevented the firewall. There is a firewall status that you can get into the system from anywhere. I mean, later on you'll get to know these things. But as of now, this today's aim is to get into the system using SSH.
Okay, sir. Secure shell for SSH.
Yes.
Okay, sir. And like sir, you have to configure for the administrations first.
Yes.
Those are also maintained by this SSH.
Oh, no, no. Admin as a just a user. I mean, I have a admin. I created a user admin, which have the almost more credential than you. I am using. You are not part. I mean, any student which are logged into the system was not part of the pseudo group. So you can do. I restricted the users to do only certain stuff. Okay. Yeah, you cannot install any software, but you can install it locally. But you cannot install any software or any package globally. But whenever you are using like a sudo apt get right apt get install package, that will be installed globally.
Okay, sir. Like
So yeah,
you have first set up the system, then you have put it the restrictions over it, and after you have shared with us.
yes.
Okay.
So this is how any organization works. Okay, these are the things you have to know. But working around a little by little, you get to know all the like some more things. But these are the very basic. I hope managed okay, eight students have been logged into the system. So nine is have been logged in. Okay. I'll show you how to log into the SSH system, this host machine without your password. Okay, that is a very secure way than entering into a system using password. Okay. Go to your open another terminal, or else you can log out of the system if you want, or open another terminal if possible. That's also fine. Run this command. No, not this one, just one. Yes, yes, search. It will not work. So this is how you can create a user. That I think you all know. This is how you can change some users password. So the passwd simply passwd will change your password. If you have the sudo permission, you can change other password as well. Secret SSH for change, but these are things you don't not much required. But okay, whenever you create a new user, by default you will be assigned with a simple shell. Okay, but you if you want, you can change it after. using the command chsh. Why I'm doing creating a new user, because I already have all the SSH config. When I am creating a new user, it will be totally fresh. You don't have anything. Okay. I can log into a system using. I'll show. So it's working. So if I log into this kind of thing, it will ask for my password. So what you have to do is just type SSH key. Okay. By default, your key will be named as a ID RSA, which is inside your home directory with the hidden folder .ssh. I want to say the key as it is, just enter. Enter the passphrase if you want to secure your key. I mean, if someone else will access to your contents, it's a better choice. As of now, I'm not giving any key here. Okay. So I have created a key. Okay. I'll show you where it is. .ssh. You see, you have two files here. Okay. That ID RSA, that is your public key. Okay. ID RSA, sorry, ID RSA is your private key. ID RSA dot pub, right? Public. Dot pub stands for public key. One thing, you should never share this private key. Okay. Whenever you are sharing the key, you have to share the public key. ID RSA public. I'll show you. One more thing. What I am doing, the any easy config, which will not work on Mac by default. So if you are using Mac, this method will face your difficulty, but I will show you how you can do it without this. It's a very easy. So I use the command SSH keygen to generate the keys. Now I have to use the SSH copy ID. The machine I'm using here.
Yes. One? Unfortunately, that was the only way to get you.
Puneet, any doubt? Puneet? I created a guest 77 user at the host name. Okay. The first time whenever you are connecting to this machine, right, it will be asked for this. Give yes. Okay, it is asking for the password. I'm giving the password. Okay. You say number of keys added. So on. So from here onwards, you can log into this system without a password. Okay. As of now, I am still in my system. You can see the host here. If I say SSH guest 77, .ip. Yeah, I'm not giving any password. I got into the system. The host name is C2001. So I got into the system. Okay. Okay. Can everyone was able to generate the key and copy your key to that machine and log in into the machine without password? Can everyone was able to do that? If you are able to do that, just let me know. Or any issues you are facing on these things.
Sir, we have to create a new user to add the
No. You
SSH
don't need
key.
to create any user. I have no user here, so I created it. Login into your user. Already, everyone was a user there in the host system. With your username is your roll number. I have created a new user because it should be fresh, right? Because I already have the configuration, everything is here. So if I saw that, it will by default it will show the folder configuration. So to mimic whatever the you are facing, how you see. That's
Sir, can you redo it once again, if possible? Because I was not able to follow it. I don't know if anyone else has followed it. I'm sure.
We need to run this command SSH-keygen, correct?
Yes.
After that,
Yeah, please don't send a broadcast message here. Yeah. SSH keygen. After that, SSH copy ID.
which ID?
No. That command name is SSH copy ID and your roll number at the IP address. It has to be done from your system, okay, not the host system. Make sure you are not on the host system, not on SC2001. Make sure in your own system.
SSH-copy-ID.
Yes. Okay. Make sure if you are in a Mac system, it will not work.
No,
I'll show
I'm
you
not.
how
I'm
to.
using WSL.
You are using. Oh, then it no issue.
I did SSH-keygen. Then I am doing SSH-copy-ID.
Okay. Yeah.
It is saying permission denied.
Yes, sir. Same here. Like it cannot create the .ssh directory.
No, for me, the error came after doing copy.-id. Could you please show again?
Okay.
Yeah. Same here for me too. Like after login in, there is an error that says cannot create directory.
Okay. Fine. Okay. It's not a big issue if you are not able to copy into the. I'll show you the alternate way that you can do.
No, just showed its message once more.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, SSH keygen. Okay, so make sure you are on your own system. Check, verify on it. Okay, so by default, I am saving the key as it is. If you are saving with a
So
some
we
other
need to log out from the
yes,
logged
exactly.
in. Okay.
Yes, or else open a new terminal. Open a new terminal or log out from the system.
This is okay. Next.
Okay. If you are saving with a given location, you don't need to mention the key every time. So if you want passphrase, you can do it. I'm not giving anything. Okay. If this SSH keygen is done, then you have to do SSH copy ID. Okay, it will ask for yes or no. Yes. That your password. Yes.
We copy ID, then we need to pass at this thing.
No, your roll number at the rate the IP.
Yeah. After that, you are able to log in into the system without the password. Whenever nowadays, wherever you go with, you will be given with the access key only. Okay, so you will not be able to log in into any system using your password.
It's saying .ssh permission denied.
Okay.
I think yeah.
Which which OS you are using? Are you using Mac or Ubuntu?
No, sir. Just Windows only.
Windows. Okay. Okay, WSL, right?
Yeah, WSL.
Okay, I'm not sure what is happening. Okay, just run this command.
Yes, sir.
I'm not okay. I'll show the next method. Just run this command, whether it is there or not. Just CP.
SCP.
It is
Yeah,
there,
I can
right?
see it. Yeah, I can see something. Yes, sir.
No, it asked
Okay.
for some password, which I had not said, but it is not giving me permission.
Okay. No issues. Okay, I'll show the other way. So
Okay.
those anyone faced with issues with the SSL keygen, it is run successfully, right? For everyone.
The keygen generation, it's done.
Okay. Okay. We'll go to the next one. I logged out of the system, our system. Okay. I'm on my system. So what you have to do is you can transfer files between your system and the host system. That's how you are going to transfer the keys you have into the your that host system. How you have to do that is your keys are located here. Never reveal private key to anywhere. Always use this. You have to share the public key only. ID or reset.py. If you are giving a new file name, it will in a different file location. That key has to be shared. Try CP. To the system which you have to share is your username, your roll number is both the same. Here I'm copying into guest 77. Here you have to give the absolute path /home/ guest 77 /.ssh and the name will be authorized keys. Yeah, the name was exactly like that. You can place the key somewhere else. Here. Yeah, it is fine. Okay, got copied. If you are doing the first time, it may ask you for a password. So give your password at that time.
Sir, I think so. This is due to some permission error because like I cannot manually create any new folder on my the Google Cloud machine.
Okay, can others also having the same issue?
Like, can anyone try creating any test folder on their machine in Google Cloud?
Okay, just 1 minute.
So it's due to that, like copy is not
Yeah,
the issue.
mkdir dot, it is not working. Is that what you're saying?
So it's yes. So I think we are not given the permission to create a directory.
Okay, no write permission.
Yeah, it's working for me.
So can you log in with some other people's?
Sir, can you do ls minus LA?
Okay. Actually, the guest 77 user, right? It doesn't have any sudo user. It is just like you.
Sir, but still, can you do ls minus LA?
ls minus -l.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Make sure you are in your home directory. That's also correct. Just type cd. It will get into a home directory. Then create your files. Because other than the home directory, you are not allowed to create any files anywhere around the file system. Even read permission
Right,
was not
sir.
given.
One
Yeah.
thing that I can notice is that our home directory is created by like not us, but something known as 489. Like your home directory is created by guest 77, but ours
Yes.
is created by a different person.
Okay, just
So
hold on.
we are like in the others category, and we do not have permission to write.
Okay, can you say your roll number? The ending part, last
Yeah,
four digits.
3237.
3237, right? Okay, just, okay. Hold. Okay, got it. Okay, any others facing these issues?
Everyone, I think.
Okay, just you can can you try the ch1 for me?
ch1.
ch1 dot. Can you are able to, dot ch1 slash home your username?
So what was it again? ch1?
ch1 slash your slash home
Okay.
slash your roll number.
That thing also is saying missing operand after home something.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
I'm stuck
give
at
your
that
name.
state.
Give your username after that.
Our username
Yeah.
means the username of the Windows if I'm using.
No. I mean your roll number.
Your roll,
Yeah.
roll number.
Roll number.
Okay, ch1 slash home slash roll number.
Yeah. Your roll number.
Okay.
Then your roll.
Okay, after giving a space again roll number.
Yes.
That's it. It's saying invalid user.
Okay.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I will figure it out.
Sir?
Yeah, I'm just changing the ownership. Anything else? Do you have? I'll answer that.
No. What I did is that I just logged in to another shell with
Okay.
the roll number which you said. That's the first thing that I did. Then
Okay.
I'm doing this. In between, you were saying something, right? That I was not able to follow. Could that be the reason?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, actually the folder should be owned by you only.
Okay, you were telling us that we can access it without the password, right? So
Yes,
that part
yes.
I was not able to follow. But could that be the reason that we are not able to do it? Is
No,
there any,
because
is there any
I mean,
reason?
no. Actually, the reason is you should be able to create a files there.
Okay.
So whatever that SSH copy ID, what does is it will copy the ID. You have the public key, right? It will copy from your machine to that
I
machine.
get that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can use the shell copy SCP. It is the same like SCP, but it will copy between multiple one machine to another machine using
Okay.
SSH.
So now you're changing the ownership, right?
Yes.
We'll wait then.
Okay, actually, my mistake. It should be CH1. Okay, 32, 37. That number I have changed the owner. Please check the respective person.
Yes, sir,
So
doing it now.
You are able to do that, right? Okay, just now I changed only for you. Okay, can you able to create new files and directories? Can you verify that?
Yes, sir, I can.
you are changing only for him, right, sir?
Yeah. Currently, I changed only for you.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm changing for everyone. Okay, it is changed for everyone. There is nothing to hide about. I mean, I can show how I did it. That is well.
Right,
Can
sir.
you see?
Along with that,
Yeah. Okay, you can. Yeah, please continue.
along with that, can you also show like how you created this much accounts and all?
Okay. But that is a very big thing. I mean, you can. Okay. For how I did is I took a virtual machine on Google Cloud platform. Okay. So you can search for some video on how to create a virtual machine there, and some firewall access.
Sorry to interrupt here.
Yes, yeah.
I did ssh.keygen. After that, I entered my roll number to create a file or directory where to store, and then I am doing ssh.copy.copy-id and passing my roll number at the IP address you had given. After that, it is not proceeding. It's like asking for password and permission denied message is coming. So am I doing something wrong? Could you please guide me here?
Okay. You are entered into a password. Okay. Okay. Can you able to simply SSH at your roll number at the rate or that IP address? That is working for you? Is that working for you?
Yes, that is already logged in into another shell.
Okay. The thing is, you are copying that file, right? The SSH copy. That will, if you are created a file somewhere else than the given location, then it is not working. That's the reason I think. You got it?
No, I didn't get it. As you suggested, I opened a new window, new WSL window,
Okay.
and in that I did SSH-keygen. After that, I entered my roll number to create a directory where to store everything. After that,
just go to your file, this folder, okay, and in the, not in the host machine, in your machine, okay, just .ls.ssh. Can you able to see that id.rsa? It is the file you have created. Can you able to see these two files?
yes, there are 3 files.
Okay. Yeah. One more.
These 2 are there and one more is there.
Non-host will be there. Okay.
These 2 are there as highlighted, and one more is there, which is known hosts.
Yeah. Okay. No issues. I'll give some more idea. Okay. I am in my own system. Okay. First name. So it is my system. So I'll show one other way. You can share, like transfer files from your system to the host system using SCP. I'm creating a file named file. I want to transfer this system to the host system from. This is a source file which is located here, to the system which is not, and :/home/ that file name. I'm giving the name file. Or else I can copy to the folder itself. Okay, it is a simply empty file. Okay, it is copied. Okay, the below part is in my local PC. The above part which is in the host system. You can see the file. Okay, the same way, what you are going to do is SCP, that file you have, right, .ssh .id rsa.pub. Make sure you are copying the public file. Okay, this file. Then your roll number here. Okay, I'm not executing. And the IP :/home/ your roll number / yeah, you can place it in your home directory before, for simplicity. That's all. After that, if you did the same, if you go here, go login into the host system, see whether the file is there or not.
So I need to create an empty file and do all these steps.
No, not the empty file. This file that you have to copy this file id rsa.pub. this public key you have to copy from your machine to that machine. Or else simply, I'm saying even simply, if you are able to copy paste between the both machine, right? You can go there. You can go and open this id.rsa.public key, that file, and let's 77.
Sir, I was able to transfer an empty file from my host to the
Okay,
local
yeah,
host.
yeah. That is how you are transferring files and folder between the
Okay.
multiple systems.
So similarly, I would have to create a SSH key and do the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not revealing the what is the content inside here, because if I reveal, anyone can log into the system with both the keys. Someone has not even not on the issue. Okay. You have to create a file. I mean, simply empty file, like says authorized keys. Okay. Yeah, I'll remove this. No issues. Okay, I'm simply a null character into the authorized key, so it will empty the file. I say, yeah, it is nothing inside. If the file is not present there, just create it. Open into the system. Open the file or create the file. Authorized keys. Here, you can open the key here. The public key. Okay. Just open it and copy that content into this file. Save it. That's it. You can copy if you are able to copy and paste between two terminals. You can, or else you can copy that file into the, and simply you can use the cat function to copy. Say I'm copying to the home directory itself. Okay. What I did is I copied my public key to the home directory. So here it is. You see that ID RSA. That view. So what I'm doing is, if you don't want to copy it, you can cat that file, append it to the authorized keys. Before executing this command, I will check. How many lines are there? There are nothing, 0 lines are there. So I'm copying it. Make sure you are appending if there is multiple users. It's not a big case here for a single user.
Sorry, can you repeat it, sir? Make sure.
Okay. 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 Just 1 minute. I copied it. Okay. This is the thing. Okay. If you are able, sorry. If you are able to copy paste between multiple terminals, open that ID or say that public key, copy the text content there, and open a editor in the host machine. Log into that machine using the password, then open a VI or Nano, whatever it is, and paste the files there. Okay. You understood what I said?
Yeah, I get it. So what you're saying is that
that's a very easy that
two
you
users copy paste it.
okay. If you are not doing that, you can copy the file using SC. this command, it will copy the file between two machines. Copy the file, which is .ssh id RSA data, to your roll number at that IP, and make sure there is a colon here. Then the absolute term. I copied into my username, my home folder. Wherever you can. That's not a big issue. /home/ your roll number. Then that file will be available on the host PC. So then cat the file and append it to the file called authorized keys. If the file is not there, create the file. That's all.
Okay. Bimlish, is your doubt clear?
I'm not able to follow.
You're not able to follow.
Okay, no issues, Bimlish. Just make sure which machine you are in. Just go to your own machine. Okay, just run the command ssh keygen once again. Okay, don't give any file name, a new file name. Just run it to the as it is. If it asks for yes, give yes. Give it the same location it says.
I'll close all the WSL windows and start again. Just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Any others facing any issues?
Sir, I created the SSH. Okay. So what should I proceed? I mean, I was able to
created
copy
that. Okay.
The keygen I need to copy.
Have you copied that file to that machine?
No. I mean, an empty file I was copy pasted. Okay. Now I have to copy paste the keygen.
Yes. I mean, if the SSH copy ID works, it does the same thing. But submission and doesn't have that features. So.
I did the SSH keygen and that created a key.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, I have done SSH-keygen.
Okay. It asked, it prompted multiple things, and you have created the key, right?
Yeah, it went till keys image, random image is this one.
Yeah, even I'm there. Yes, sir. Following it. Okay. After that, what should we do?
After that, just type this thing. Okay. Make sure where you are. If I'm in the folder, I'm in a home folder. Just type this scp. Make sure you are in the home folder. Then it will be .ssh .id.rsa. It is the file you have created. It is right, Vimlesh? Or else, Vimlesh, you can share your screen. I gave you the permission. I'll come. I can guide you easily.
Permission for sharing is not there. Screen sharing.
Okay, I gave. Yeah, actually, I allowed the screen sharing.
Yeah, I'm doing that. It says you cannot share while other participant is sharing.
Okay, sir has to stop sharing.
I'll stop sharing. Yeah, just share me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can maximize the window. Okay, fine. You are on your system, right? Okay. Just type SSH.
Yeah, it's already created now.
Okay. Just type ls. ls space .ssh. Just give me.
Yeah, it's there actually.
Yeah, it is there. Okay. Just type scp.
Okay.
Space .ssh slash id_rsa.pub. Okay. Now your roll number at that IP. Colon slash home slash your roll number.
Enter.
Yes.
Now
Your password. The date
which
of
password?
password. Date of in the form
Get it?
DD. Yeah.
Okay, so got it.
Okay. Now it is showing that your file has been copied. Okay. Just
Okay.
now try SSH and space roll number at the rate of IP address that host. Okay. Give you your password. Okay. Okay. Now you got into the system. So it is here showing the hostname SE 2001. Okay. Just type the ls. You copied it to home folder, so it should be there. Okay, it is there. So just don't print that file. Just type the command cat space id rsc.com. Okay. Give a double greater than symbol and space dot ssh slash authorized keys. Yeah, yeah, with the z underscore keys.
Okay.
This one?
Just yeah. Okay.
Authorized.
Emitter.
Okay. Actually, SSH key was not present there. No issues. Just create a command mkdir.ssh.
This one?
Yeah. Okay. Now run the same command again. Okay. So what you have done is you copied the keys there. So
Okay.
okay. Now log out of the system. Control D. Yeah. Okay. If the connection was closed, right? Now type SSH the same way. Space roll number at the rate of 5.
SSH space roll number.
Yeah, your username there.
Okay. Logged in without the password, right? So
Yeah. Yes. Yes. You haven't gave your password. It was automatically logged in.
So it's kind of in the server, my identity was first stored, then I am being allowed all the time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. This is how it works. Is actually there are two keys. Okay. Yeah. You may close this chat now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's one more way. Without typing the IP multiple times, I'll show you how that as well. I think can everyone else was able to log in without password using the authorization keys?
I was able to do it.
Okay. I'll share the screen and I'll show you. If you go to the your folder in the host name, right? As your in your machine, go to SSH host. You have to create a file named config, which has to be done on your own machine.
Can you repeat? So what should we do?
Okay, I'll demonstrate.
Yeah, please. Show.
Okay, it is in my, I'm in my system now. Go to a .ssh folder, you can see 3 files, right? So create a file named config, okay, then edit that file. So what we have to do is, we have to write the name host, that could be any name. It is for your reference, how we are referring that machine. Okay, then the host name.
So is it config or .config? I mean, I wasn't able to follow. It went a little bit fast.
It is within the SSH folder, .ssh folder, simply config.
Okay. So I should give touch config or something?
Yes, yes. Or else simply VI also works. Then you have to write it.
Okay. Okay, I'm into config.
Okay. Then
Okay.
give a host. That is for your reference, how we are referring that machine.
Hmm.
Okay. So the
I
host
can give
was,
host itself, right? I can give host.
yeah, host is a referring name. Then on the next line, you can give host name. Host name is the IP address. And then give user, I mean, here your roll number. Here I'm using the guest 77, so I'm giving guest 77. And port 22. By default, SSH uses the port 22. So done. That's it. Even more, if you want, if you are using different file, I mean, you have stored your that key file in somewhere else. I mean, what I am referring to is private key. Then you have to give the name file, identity file, where it is stored. I mean, let's say, like, assume you have stored a key in the home itself. Say with the name my key. Then you are giving in this. If you are using the standard key, not storing in somewhere else, that idea is say within the .ssh with the same name, you don't need to give this value at all. It will by default it will work fine. Just write it and close it. Now connect to that machine using SSH. Simply the host you gave a name, right? I gave SC2001. That's it. That's all. I'll cut out the file.
So how do we come out of the VA editor? Yes.
You have
Save
to press escape, then colon, that
W.
enter.
What?
W for writing, WQ for means write and quit. WQ.
Yeah, but my terminal got stuck. I don't know. It's in insert mode.
Yeah, press escape or control plus the square bracket, left square
Okay.
bracket.
It's left square bracket. No, it's
Okay,
also not
then
working.
yeah, I think it's fine. I think yeah, just close it and open it again.
I have to type it again.
Just copy it. Copy it using the select it and copy it. Then next time you can paste it.
So now where should I put that config file, where should it be inside a SSH folder, right?
Yeah, inside SSH dot SSH folder.
Touch config. Okay. Just vi config. Okay, so I have typed everything. So inside vi, so escape colon, and now it's working, I think. Okay, I have saved the config file, sir. Hello.
Yeah, just log in using SSH space that host name. You gave a name for the host, right? Whatever the name you gave, that's it. The same you have to use. That's all. You don't need to give the IP address. You don't need to mention your user because you already mentioned in the config file.
So I can open another terminal so that it will be better.
Yeah, yeah.
So what should I do there, sir? The new terminal.
Yeah, simply SSH
Okay.
space the host. You gave a name for the host, right?
Whatever you have done, SE2001.
Yeah, I gave SE 2001. The same you have what you given at the same place.
Okay. I gave the same. Could not resolve the host name. Should I log into it?
No, you should not log into it. You should be doing okay. Whatever the config you have done on your local PC, right?
Okay. I mean, I think sorry, sir. I made a mistake, sir. I made a mistake in the IP address.
Okay.
I had to change it. It's 34.
We need to keep the same port number.
Yes, I mean, yeah. By default, it was 22. 22, the port number 22 was by default used by SSH, but you can change it if you want. But I mean, not in that the host, let's say I am the admin of that machine, right? I can change the port number to something else.
Okay.
Let's say it for security purpose to not everyone to track easily, find easily, just for a security purpose. Then I have to tell the port number. Let's say if you want to connect to my machine, right? Then I have to tell I'm using this port number. I have to tell you that explicitly. But here, even if you didn't specify the port number, right, it will work.
Okay, and user my local user.
No, not local user. Your the
Roll
host
number.
user. Yeah, your role number.
Roll number. Okay.
Sir, it's not working actually. It's not working
Okay.
for me.
Okay, can you share the screen?
Okay, then I'll join with my laptop also. Okay.
Yeah, even it will work with your mobile as well if you are using terminals or anything.
No, sir.
Think-
With mobile, I'm watching the lecture session and doing it there. Give me a minute.
The same way, you can log in into your mobile from your PC as well. That's also works. From mobile into your PC, that's also works. But you all should be connected in the same local network.
Same local means?
Same local network means, let's say if you are using a broadband connection now, right?
Same IP, right?
Then everyone should be connected to the same Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Then only it will work. Then you can communicate via local IP.
So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, great. So so this is where I am actually, the host machine.
Actually, you have created the config file in the host PC.
Okay, where should I create it?
You should
Okay,
be
here.
creating that in your local PC. Okay, no issues. You can copy it from here.
SCP, right? Using?
Yeah, okay. Go to your local PC. No, not from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me what should I
SCP.
do? Okay.
The file name, it has to be 21, that is 21, your roll number at the rate of SC 2001, or else the IP address. Both. Yeah, your IP address works. Yes. The IP address.
Okay.
I think, okay, just 153. Yeah,
Sorry, sir?
153. Last.
Okay, then that,
153.
okay. Still anyhow, I have to do it here only, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know whether
Then,
the
colon.
here in this folder.
Yeah, you can copy it between /home/ your roll number
/home/roll number.
/.ssh and /config.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Space. No. Space.
Okay,
You have
space.
to specify the source file. You have to specify the path. Go to your home directory. You can use specify tilde /.ssh. Yeah, that's not. That's a file name was same. Yeah, it was copied. Now go
Okay.
to the open that file, because there is a mistake in the IP address, right?
Yes. So it's there in my home.
Yeah, you are in system 32 folder now. Yeah, you can type CD. That will take you.
CD?
Yeah, enter. That's it. No.
Okay.
CD.
Sorry.
Enter. Yeah, it will go to the home folder. Then now you can open.
SSH. I'll open it with VI. What does it say?
Okay, you have opened it somewhere else. No issues. You can override if you opened the same file somewhere else with the VI as well.
But I closed it.
And or else no issue. Simply press D. It will delete the backup swap file.
D. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Just change the
153.
Yeah.
Right now, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, done. Now what should I do?
Simply SSH.
Here itself?
Yeah, here it is. Yeah, you
Okay.
are in local PC, right? Space.
Yeah, this is local, yeah.
SE 2001. That's the name you gave here. Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
Okay, that's okay. Whenever you got any mission, like, right, what they will be doing here, right? They'll share. They'll give the IP address and give you the username, whatever the username. Mostly, if you are the owner of it, will be a root or anything. Okay. Other user you have created, that will have the admin privileges. Then they'll give you the access key for you.
Okay.
So you can using that access key, you can log into the system. From now, I can close the system for. No one was able to log in into the system using the username password. Simply using password. I'll show that as how you can change it, but it has to be done from the administrator level.
Okay.
Okay. If you are creating a new machine, if you want to try something like this, right? Then I'll show. Okay, I'll share the screen now.
Okay, I'll stop sharing. So what we have basically done is that instead of the username and the IP address, so we have given it an alias or something.
Yeah, okay, well, yes,
that's what we have done here, right?
Yes.
Something
okay. Every time you don't need to memorize and give the IP.
Okay, got it. Great. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Here you have to open the file. And if you want, before modifying anything, you need a super user permission there. Just now I'm only opening the file. H.sshd config. Okay. For this one, you should be the administrator. You should have the sudo permission, all those things. Then only you can change files. Now, for now, I'm only opening the file. Go to password authentication. Okay, currently I'm in my system, so this thing is not good. You have to, if you want the password authentication to be done, then you have to enable it. Or else simply type the password authentication space yes. That's it.
Okay, where should we do this actually? In our
Okay.
local?
No. Actually, it has to be done from the administrator. Let's say, okay, you have two PCs. Okay.
Okay.
One is your laptop, one is your desktop. You want to SSH into your desktop from your PC to the desktop. Okay.
Okay.
Then it has to be done from the host. In the desktop, you have to do this configuration. You got it, right? If you enable the password access, then you can open.
So now what you have done here, sir? Now what you have done?
Okay, I'll show the
I mean,
same.
you're having one laptop, right?
Yeah,
Right
I'm having only one laptop.
Okay.
Okay. This is the host machine which we have SSH into, right? If you see here, okay, I'm going to change this now because I am admin, so I have this access, so I can change it. But I mean, with respect to this machine. Okay, here you see the password authentication is yes. Okay, I'm changing it to no. Okay, I'm going to save it, and I have to restart the SSH service, SSH daemon. Systemctl SSH restart SSHD. Okay, then I mean, can anyone try to log into the same system using your password? I mean, username password.
So what do you want to do?
Yeah, you can try logging into the same system using your username and password. By default, if you have configured the configure file, right?
Yeah,
then it will take the access key. Yeah,
okay.
just remove. Yeah, you can clear it and you can try that again. Yeah, from now onwards, you are not able to log in into this system using password. I mean, simply password. I gave you the date of birth password, right? It is not usable anymore.
Okay, so I need to remove that config file. Is that what I'm saying? If I remove the config
just
file,
take a backup of it, then try it again. No, config. Yeah, config is not an issue. You can backup, move your file, right? That ID RSA, that file. It will, yeah, that within the SSH folder, there are two files, right? ID underscore RSK and ID underscore RSK.pub. You can move that file to someplace else.
This in the host machine you're talking about, right?
Or in your local machine.
Local machine. Okay.
Yeah. You can move it to somewhere else. If you try SSH, it will say like a public key, like you are not, access is denied and public key also. From now onwards, those who have the public key alone able to log into this machine. Yes, Afnan.
Yes, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So I didn't copy the public key that was already there into the host machine. So
okay, because you have used SSH copy ID, right?
No, sir. So actually, the key was already, the public key was already there, but I didn't copy that one. I wanted to generate a new one and then copy that new one into the host machine.
Okay, yeah, no issue.
So, and since now the password authentication is not disabled, so I'm no longer able to log into the host
Yes,
machine. Actually,
yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
how do I
okay,
copy?
yeah, you verified it, right? You are not able to get into the machine
Yes,
use
sir.
password.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So what
Okay,
you meant is
just now,
if it is yes or no, it will enable and disable the password authentication.
yes.
Okay. So if we comment it back earlier, it was commented, right?
Yeah. No, actually, it is that is on my local system. That file which I have opened. That is not the host, right? That's it. I mean, every system has its own SSH daemon and everything. I mean, let's say I can log in into your system with a valid credentials. If you permit, I can do that. You can log in into my laptop, which I am using. That's also possible. But that's, I mean, there is some more firewall now, some changes you have to do. It is not that much easy like what I have shown.
Okay. So let's say I'm in my local, okay, and I want to, and I will be the owner of this, right? Admin of this.
Yes, yes,
right?
yes. Yeah.
Right. So if I
Yeah.
want to open that file which you were showing, can I do that?
Yes, you can open it. Or in simply, let's say if your computer, if your laptop and mobile, which are connected to the same Wi-Fi, okay,
Yes, sir, it's connected.
okay. In that case, you can use Termux from a mobile and connect it to your laptop using the same file. But if let's say your laptop is a host, okay, you have to configure it on your laptop. For that, you need the internal IP.
Sorry, sir.
You need the internal IP. I mean, that IP address I have provided, right? Yeah, some IP address which I have provided. So you have to find the IP. Yeah, in short, I will show you that as well.
IF config will give us.
Yeah, yeah, simply config won't work because you need to know the IP address as well. Yeah, just hold on a minute. I'll be. Yeah.
So are we waiting for anything?
Yeah, I'll show the internal and external IP as well. If no doubts are there, any doubt regarding anything else?
So could you type who?
Sorry.
Hey, can you repeat what is it?
Sir, could you type who? Can you execute the who command?
Okay.
In that, why is one IP address showing as 127.0.0.1?
It is from the local host. I mean, some person have logged in from their system to their. I mean, let's say.
Yeah, that is my IP address.
Yeah. You logged into the system, and from the host itself, again you SSH into the host. The same. Let's say I'm already admin, right? So I SSH into the admin again. So if I did save for admin also, it will give some.
What's up? What were you saying? Your voice was low.
Yeah, just actually it's a local host IP, that's why it's giving that. Okay, I'm not sure.
How do we do that if we want to do that? Because our public, I mean, our IP is visible, right? So, and somehow that IP is hidden, right? Localhost IP.
Yeah, no. Localhost is IP is unique to the own machine.
So 127.0.0.1.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
unique to
the
the
local
machine.
host IP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now what I can see is that if you do the who, my own IP address is being visible to you.
No. Okay, let's say, okay, if you don't, I'll explain that. But this 122.7 why it's showing, actually, I'm not sure. I don't know, but I'll refer and get you.
Maybe it's Bimlesh, right? Bimlesh is who. Bimlesh,
Yes.
it's your IP address, right?
Yes.
And how are you using that? What are you doing there?
I simply ran that script from the already logged in prompt.
Yeah, that's a.
Okay. So already logged in thing. If I do a SSH, my roll number.
Yeah, just try doing that.
1026 at the IP address, which I need to do, right? 34 point. Can someone say the IP?
Yeah, it's 34, 122.
Yes, sir. 122. Sorry, 122.128.
158. 153.
I'm repeating it. 34.122.158.153.
Yeah.
Right. SSH my roll number at this IP address. Anything else should I do?
Yes. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So can you do the who, or I myself can do it, right?
Yeah, you can do it. Yes.
Oh, but it's still showing my IP only.
Yeah. I don't know how, but I don't know.
So, and the time which it is showing in the thing, is it like GMT or something? I mean, what is that actually?
Yeah, UTC.
System time.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting it.
Now you just do who, and you will see that my IP address has changed.
Yeah, Bimlesh, your IP address has changed.
Yeah, so if I'm logged in and then I ran that SSH and SE20015, then it was pinging from my local IP.
Wait. SSH at that SE. You mean the SE one?
That file I create, I mean, sir guided to create that file, no?
Yes.
Using Vim editor. So I created, and that ran from the already logged in ID of my roll number. Then it was pinging from my local IP.
Yeah, got it. Okay, simply that IP address will be showing where you are connecting from, right? You are already in the system. You are connecting to the same system using the credential. Just like if you are switching user from one to the same user again.
Sir, if we do that, then the IP address will be the IP of the machine, right? I have done that. And you can see like two login with my ID, but one is my original IP and the second is the IP of the Google VM. It's not showing 1.27. It's not showing localhost.
Yeah, okay. The localhost is because okay, I ran from there, right? That's why it's showing like that. 1 minute.
Sir, if possible, can you show us like by demo type?
Okay, sure. Okay. Okay. Currently, I'm in my local system. Okay, so here.
Wow, it's showing 3 for me.
Yeah, maybe you have logged in multiple times.
Yeah. I was trying to do it.
Yeah, but it is showing the same for me. I'm not sure why it's on local host there. Okay, no. Okay, I'm not sure why, but I'll search it and get back to
So
you.
can we have Bimlesh to share a screen and show it so we can see?
Yeah, fine.
Bimlesh,
I
can
think
you
it's
do that?
not showing now, I think.
No, he
No,
because
I logged out from that. No,
Yeah.
and then it is showing my other one.
okay. If you log in again, it will show 127, right?
Yes, I'll do that. Wait.
Can you do it now? So this IP address, does it represent our own original IP address, or is it something else?
Okay. Whatever you are seeing right
Now do the who.
Yeah, the who is will show your external IP address. It will show the internal IP address only if you are connected within the network, local network. I will explain it later. I will explain it next.
Yeah, Bimlesh, it's showing 127.0. And I can see two people who has with 127. One is
Yeah,
double five.
it's for me also. Yeah. I did that again internally from within the
Okay.
host and nested SSH, and it's showing 127 now. Yeah.
Okay, that's the reason.
Can you tell me what should I do?
So you can try doing SSH with your roll number
Okay.
at the rate 127.0.0.1.
Okay.
Yeah. So to the local
Just
host
saying, you
itself.
are
Yeah.
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 Okay,
And
because
then we
yeah, continue.
yeah, and then if we see the who command, then it shows the local IP address, the loopback one.
Because it's more like a internal network. I mean, internal network is within your computer. So your computer will see the local host only. The local host is alone. From the
Okay.
local host only, yes, user signed into the system.
Yes. So I had to manually give it 127.0.0.1.
No, you don't need to.
I did that.
Okay, maybe okay. That's how it's shown. Okay, it came as a host. It is showing the local host IP here, IPv6. Yes, but I logged into a local host again. I mean, the same machine. I mean, it is the local host for in a IP version 6. Okay. Any doubt here? I mean, connecting to a machine using SSH, everything is clear, right? Any doubts?
Just the internal and external IPs.
Okay, that I'll explain next. You can see your system, right? See the zone app, right? Can anyone see my screen?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yes, okay, sir. Yeah. Let's say in a simplicity, okay, you have a Wi-Fi broadband or no any issues. It's easy. I mean, Wi-Fi you are connecting with your laptop. Okay, you have a laptop.
Okay.
And a LAN cable is there. That we have connected the desktop here.
Okay.
Then your broadband is connected to the internet. Okay, some the whole internet. Yeah, that cable went there, right? So it is
Okay.
the simplest connection you have. Okay. So have you seen, right? If you get out of this network, the broadband network, You will be seeing as a external IP. Your external IP will be shown. Here
Okay.
you will be reference with your external IP.
Yes, sir. So what you're trying to say is that if I don't connect it to my internet, okay, so my original IP address will be shown. If I connect it with the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi
No,
is
not Wi-Fi. No, out of your system, out of your network. Okay, the whole thing, right? This entire
okay.
thing. It is your network, local network, local area network. What we say LAN. These are all things. It is called a local area network here.
Okay.
So within here, you are referred with a local IP. Generally, it will be starting with I mean, in home it will be 192.168.0. something.
I can do it on the terminal,
These
right?
last two digits may vary.
I can do it on the terminal, right?
Yeah. For how you can find it, right? Type if config.
So I'm in Windows.
If you are using Windows, then you have to use the IP config.
IP config. Okay. Okay. So it starts with 172 or 192.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, actually there will be a multiple adapter maybe you have, so because one is for LAN, another one is for Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
Or you can use ESP. If you see that is your local host. I mean, your local IP. Just
Okay.
like, let's say, I mean, let's take a very different approach. You say you are within your family. Your family is a network. Okay. If you have gone out of the family, let's say if you went to anywhere, you'll be called with your first name and last name, your standard name, whatever the name you have, right? You'll be called with the first name, last name basis. Okay. Within your family, you have a nickname, something else. That will be known only within your family. If I referred with your nickname outside, the people don't know because that's only within your local network.
Okay.
Same thing. But if I want to refer you from outside of your network, then I have to use exact name, first name, last name, like that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, the same way that external IP and the internal IP works.
Okay. Got it, sir. Let's proceed.
Okay. So let's say if I am checking, let's say it is a 15 for laptop. 14 for the desktop. Okay. If I ask who is from here, let's say I run who from the laptop, then it will show your local IP of the desktop. If the desktop is logged in here, or let's say you log SSH into the system, it will show. How you are referring to this desktop is by using this IP.
Okay.
Within local IP, you can connect it. You can use the SSH into it, and by default, generally, all the inbound connections are blocked by your broadband. Let's say you are sitting on your home and you connected to a Wi-Fi, and I want to log into a system using SSH. I cannot because mostly by default your incoming connection was blocked.
Okay.
So I'm not explaining how to do all those things and all those things. But by default it will be blocked. It is for your security. Let's say if it's not blocked, if someone like anyone can get into a system and hack all those things, it is not secure. I mean, within local network, everyone who have issue connected to the network. It's a much secure environment than now. So that's why you don't need it. Even though you can restrict all those things. Let's say if you want to try it out, then you connect to the same network and try the SSH using this one. And try SSH using the local IP. It will make sure you have enabled the password authentication first. One more thing. If let's say I want to SSH from the laptop to the desktop, here the username was like a T user. you have a laptop username, you are normal, let's say L user. If you want to SSH into the system from laptop to desktop, you have to use the command. It doesn't matter. You are connecting that at that IP. Then only it will go. That the user has to be present. Then it will ask for the, how it works on what we have seen, right? It will be exactly same. Other the password authentication has to be.
Okay.
Any doubt here?
Not here. Though.
Anything else?
No.
Others? If there is no doubt, we can wind up the session. Okay. Okay. Bye, everyone. Yeah, if you have any doubt, any more doubts, just post on Discourse and I'll answer it as soon as possible.
So we'll
Thank
be
you
getting.
all.
Yes, we'll be getting
Yeah.
that. What was that? You were saying in the starting, right?
The cheat sheet.
Yeah. When will you get that, sir?
Yeah, it will be
Today?
embedded. You will get it along with the mark.
Okay, more. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
the same cheat sheet will be used. Whatever you require, which it just need not to be memorable. I'm not sure you will have the every command there in the Linux, like cd, pwd. That won't be there. I mean, some command which is necessary, which is used most of the time, that you have to know it. Only the thing you, let's say, when it comes to Arc, you have lots of functions are there. You cannot remember all those things. So those kind of things alone be provided there.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Kind of.
Okay,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
session.